Though encouraged by many to approach Scout Day just like any other workout, these players know it is anything but that. The prospects warm up and stretch before the first test, which will be the 60-yard dash. While its purpose is to evaluate foot speed, it also gives amped-up young players a chance to outrun their nerves. After an anxious wait, a player is called to put his plate skills on display. Scout Day coaches do what they can to ground and focus the player for a stock-defining moment. Most of these prospects have played in games that were attended by a Major League Scout or two, but today there are 41 Major League Scouts in attendance. A fielding coach preps the player to showcase his defensive skills. This will be the last chance the player has to make an impression on this day. In the big leagues, pristine defense is a must. The players know that an error-free showing would be the benchmark. When it's over, some scouts come down to make personal contact with a player of interest. This is a A promising young baseball talent receives a call from his former high school coach, who has assumed an advisory role until the player sees fit to take on a sports agent. In the aftermath of a scout day, players are anxious to learn what impact their performance may have made. Modern media offers an unprecedented glut of feedback opportunities. But wisdom would suggest a young athlete focus on what is ahead, what is in his control.
So stepping in, Damian McCallum.
Fourth, second baseman, Damian McCallum.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Stepping into the box, Tony Fletcher.
Third baseman, Tony Fletcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Granger moves over. And that's the third out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a run. Digging in to try it again. Geno Langston. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Langston.
Here it comes on 1-1. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony Fletcher comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a fair ball as this one gets to the wall. And the runner from third crosses the plate, and it's a 4-1 game.
Yeah, and scouts are going to really like this at bat. So many young players want to do too much with a pitch, trying to pull everything, but he waited until the ball was deep in the zone, and he went with it to the opposite field. It's great to see a youngster who uses the whole field up there. I think that's what every major leaguer needs to learn.
Hitter, Victor Abreu.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit hard towards the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Ready for another shot now, Antonio Guardado.
Right,
he comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Guardado.
Heading out towards shallow right. Granger is there. 1 out. Striding in once again, Johnny Harden. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Hard ground ball to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Fletcher is on his way home. And to score, the runner from second. Ready for another chance.
Now
Tony
batting,
Fletcher, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Fletcher.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And they can't run it down. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Agee is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they pick up a run. Digging in once
Third
again,
baseman,
Tony
5.
Fletcher.
Tony Fletcher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a liner, but this is foul near the seats. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. The 0-2 home. Another one sent foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs. 6-1 the final tally today. Chris Sargent worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of
As the draft nears and teams begin to identify prospects they may target, a game of dreams also becomes a game of dollars. Information is currency. A team that gets a player to name a price may gain an early upper hand in negotiation. After all, why pay more if you can pay less? And why even place an order if you suspect it may never be delivered? To stand a chance in these talks, anticipation is a must. This is the game behind the game, and it needs to be played just as hard by those who want to come out on top.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. One game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the prospects from the Central region and the prospects representing the East. Now at the plate, Ray Broadway.
Leading off for the East prospects.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And he set down one away. Now batting, Scott McLeod.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Scott McLeod.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Stepping into the box, Tony Fletcher, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 9-hole hitter comes through with the base hit, and that brings up the top of the order now with nobody out. out. Digging in to try it again, Victor Abreu.
The designated hitter, Victor Abreu.
Here's the 0-2. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. On to first, a double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Garcia.
13,
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Wilson Garcia.
0-1 pitch on its way. Beautiful diving. The throw. Got him.
Wow, what a play right there. That has to be one of the gems of this showcase game. He flashes leather with an incredible diving stop and then has the composure and wherewithal to collect himself and make a throw over to first. Any major league team worth its salt wants a player that can do that on their team.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony Fletcher, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Line drive to left. And that's going to get down out there. Gurriel rounds third and is digging for the plate. The tying run is in to score from second. It's 1-1, and he is in there.
Yeah, the scouts are going to eat this one up. He just blasts this thing into the outfield and has enough speed to cruise into second with a stand-up double. Any hitter that can put that kind of charge into a pitch is going to have a job on a roster. That's the kind of hit that sees your stock rise.
Striding in once again, Victor Abreu. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Abreu.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Broadway moving forward. He can't get to it. This one's down. Ready for another shot now. Antonio Guardado. Couple of walks for him thus far. First and second now, one man out. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue. Digging in once again, Johnny Harden. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1 on the ground to the left side. And that is through into left field. The base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Ready for another chance. Wilson Garcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Wilson Garcia.
Hot shot to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Tony Fletcher. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I'll tell you what, right there, Matt, that's a sign of a guy that was sitting on an off-speed pitch. He threw that fastball right by him.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. There's a drive out to left center field. Gurriel is on his way home. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Wow, he is definitely having a day he won't soon forget. That's his second double of the game here at the Topps Amateur Showcase, and he's quickly distinguishing himself as the star of this show. When you can rise above the competition that is this good, you're doing yourself a favor and earning yourself some future money.
Stepping in, Victor Abreu. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Victor Abreu.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk. Striding into the box, Antonio
fielder, number
Guardado.
10.
Couple of walks
Antonio
for him thus far.
Guardado.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at two. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first. And that means two men are in scoring position now with two away. Ready once again, Johnny
Now
Harden.
batting, first baseman, Johnny Harden.